What's going on, guys? So I just finished the Ford Raptor. It's wrapped in Avery satin black. It's not 100% finished because I still need to ceramic coat it. I'm ceramic coating it in G-techniq fuse. It's 9H, and I'm about to do that right now. What I want to do is I want to show you before, so what this truck looks like before I ceramic coat it. I'm going to do it tonight, and it's 7:40 right now. Sorry, 6:40 right now tonight, and I'm going to come back and pick it up. I come back to it Monday morning, give it almost 48 hours to cure, and we're going to see what this looks like. Okay, see if there's any difference. I want you guys to tell me if you notice a difference in the finish of the material itself. I'm not going to do like a line down the middle or anything like that because it's a customer's truck, so that's not going to happen. But what I'm also going to do right now is I'm also going to do a walk around with you. So I guess if you're looking to purchase Avery, again, description below, or the 9H Ceramic Pro, G-techniq fuse. It's going to be in the description below. So again, if you wanted to do that to your own vehicle, you can grab that stuff there. Now let's go over the truck itself. Every little bit on it is wrapped in satin black. Of course, I used Avery. What else would I use as far as the satin black goes? So I want you to just kind of get a good picture of it right now. All right, remember that? Now we're going to walk around the truck, and I'm going to show you some things that I did on the truck itself. So right here we have this section right here is an inlay. Okay, like it is a separate piece, more or less an inlay, because I did that piece first. So that section right here, I didn't do any videos on it. It is a separate piece right there. Again, I have another piece right in here from this body line. Can you even see the seam? Probably not really. It's very, very well hidden. Again, you can start to see a little bit over here. But we do an inlay in this area because of this sharp recess right here, and same thing with this area right here because of this sharp recess right here and one on the bottom. It wasn't trouble laying into this recess in here and this recess in here. It was totally fine. I fed the vinyl in. On top of that, I did do some videos on this truck itself. So we have the front fender wrap, I have the door handle wrap, and I have the hood wrap. That's about all I did as far as wraps go. The headlights are tinted. I did do a video on it. It literally took me 2 minutes. The tint isn't available yet, so it should be in next week. So I haven't put up the video yet. It's no point if no one can grab it. So, but yeah. So mirror again. We have from this angle right here. Mirror looks good, but you can see a slight line right there because we can't do this mirror in one piece. Okay, we have too much of a bend to do this mirror in one piece, so we do it in two pieces. Every little bit's wrapped, including like those roof rails that are actually embedded into the truck themselves. Like they don't pop out. Roof rails, whatever, drip seal trims, whatever you want to call them. They're not even trims. They're just like metal welded. It's just welded metal, pretty much. It gives the appearance of a drip seal trim. Door handles still look fantastic. Just a little dirt there. I'll have to go over it again and just wipe it off briefly before I ceramic coat it. Going in behind the bed, this truck's pretty nice as far as that goes because it has this rubber trim here, right? So if it was white, it would be maybe a little bit more tedious. I did go back to about here, like this line where the window cuts off all the way down, and then I did go back to about that far and tucked it all in, all behind here. Again, I've rolled this around about half an inch or so. That's about it. Flares came off to do this. Taillights are tinted. These were fun. These took a while to do. So they were not like terribly difficult. They just took a while to do. And then we have thumbprint up there. And then we have that rear handle for the hatch. This is really fun to wrap too. A little bit more challenging as far as knowing where to put the inlay goes. Now there is an inlay. So this piece right here is inlaid with this all connecting all the way through. Not sure if the lighting is kind of cutting out there for you. All right, so there's a seam that runs right around here. You can kind of see the edge slightly, maybe. I don't know if you can. Maybe you think you see it, but you're not really seeing it. I have no idea. I did take out the camera. This whole handle comes apart. So even this black plastic bit back here, the top and this piece right here is all wrapped. I wrapped everything. So way inside there, that whole section came out, which is really nice. So I was able to do it really, really nice. And then this bar also pops off as well. So Not the most terrible thing to work with. The hatch is pretty straightforward. It's very flat. The rear, I don't know what I call it, quarter panel. The rear side of the bed is really not that difficult to do. It's pretty straightforward. Again, here's my headlight or taillight tint. This is done with seams. Okay, we have 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. I'm gonna clean some of that off. There's a little glue residue from there, from the adhesive from the squeegee, I think. A little scuff mark. I'll get it off. Again, these took a little while to do. They were not that easy. I didn't do any videos on it, unfortunately. Gas cap, really not that difficult to do, right? Truck's black. I wrapped it as if it were a white truck, okay? So, for the most part, it's not, I would have had to do a couple of extra things maybe if it was a white truck. Again, if someone is getting their truck wrapped or their vehicle wrapped and it's a white car or whatever, they're just gonna end up paying a bit more. It's not that you're getting less work done with a black truck. You're getting what you need to get done with a black truck, and if you have a white truck, then you're gonna end up paying a little bit more because there's gonna be a little bit more work to do, okay? So again, everything's nice and tight all in here. Obviously you're gonna post heat that a little bit, right? Make sure that's nothing's gonna pop off. And then the cap down here is a separate piece right there, that separate piece right there, so it's pretty easy. It's easy to wrap easier to wrap the front and rear of the truck because if you take the flares off, so a little bit easier. That's about it as far as going over the whole thing goes. Obviously the roof's all one piece. It's not like I didn't seam it up top like some people do. I left the antenna on, worked around it. It was really not that challenging of a roof. It's pretty flat, and you're able to stand on the side steps in order to get that. I took off the third brake light to do that. Oh, and I tinted the third brake light too. So that's all tinted up, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so if you wanted to get your vehicle wrapped, for the most part, if you're looking at, if your car's red, you're probably gonna end up paying a little bit more if you're going with a completely opposite color. It's not that I did less work. I barely did less work, actually. I pretty much took everything off this truck, stripped it down, while some shops, a lot of shops, will actually just kind of leave everything on, cut at the edge, and really not be as thorough with black. Just because you can get away with it doesn't mean that you should do it. I find that you start getting into a habit like that, and it's more of a bad habit. You want to stay away from stuff like that because then you start to get into bad habits, and it's just not a good thing. Guys, we'll come back to this tomorrow in 2 days, and we're going to check out the ceramic coating and see how that looks. And we're back. So it's Monday morning, about 9:30. The ceramic coating has been curing for about a little over 36 hours or so. By this evening, it will be 2 days completely, 48 hours. Now, after applying the ceramic coating, it would have already changed. So you should notice a difference already from the video on Saturday when I did this to right now, if you do notice a difference at all. But let's have a little better look at it, and I'll let you guys examine it from the same perspective we had before. Alright, so you let me know if you noticed any difference here. It's possibly got a little bit more of a sheen to it. Again, we're not looking at a gloss wrap, right? It's not glossy. It does look absolutely fantastic. I think it looks fantastic. So, again, the whole thing's done. And yeah, well, I'm going to pull this outside so that we can see what this truck looks like outside. And we're going to go from there. Alright guys, so here it is outside. Just kind of give you a little walk around here. So headlights are tinted in Vivid's light smoke tint. The whole truck is wrapped in Avery satin black, and the taillights are tinted in light smoke tint. These taillights were a lot of fun to tint. All right. Just kind of give you a little walk around here, so you can maybe see some things a little bit better in the light. Don't really see any seams or anything like that. Fender holding on tight, of course it is, because there's no stretch. Again, everything here looks fantastic. Just kind of get it from back here, see how it looks. And let's check out the other tail light. Door handles, everything looking mint, right? It's early morning right now, so there's a bit of yellow light coming in. Just gonna give it that yellow hue to it. Again, tail lights on the rear, on the other side. It's looking pretty fresh. Tree right here. That's pretty much it, guys. So, truck turned out mint. I think it looks pretty badass, actually. And I'm super excited for him to pick it up. And he's gonna pick it up in a couple of hours. Guys, if you think the truck looks amazing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you guys like the videos that I did for this truck, don't forget to give those a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification posts. We're currently not taking any more training for the month of November and December. We are booking into the new year now, so January, February, March. So if you're looking for a training workshop, just visit the link below. It'll all be there. Fill out the form and submit it, and we'll get right back to you. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Take care.